Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie if we haven't met before, and I'm on an organizing rant, and so I thought I would take you with me. Okay, so it's another weekend day and my husband has so kindly offered to take the kids. We're doing like a schedule split between us. So I did a whole video about it, about how we kind of like split up me time. So he gets 2 or 3 hours and I get 2 or 3 hours. So you can actually get some meaningful work done. So I will link that video, I don't know, here, if you want to go and check that out. Today I am making bread because we ran out of bread, and I'm trying a different recipe today, which I have done before but not recently. So I will link the recipe for that below, and I will link Jordan's video where she did this bread. It looked really amazing. So I will link that video up here somewhere. You guys can go and have a look, and I want to show you this bread before I bake it, and then we'll get on to the organization. Organization, get anyone else going, because I just freaking love it, man. Especially in like this crisis, it's like the only thing maybe it's like the only thing I can control, but I just love having a calm, clear home. And obviously that's not easy with kids. It's basically impossible, but I'm trying, okay? That's all you can ask for. And my house probably looks tidy from the back over there, just depends what angle you're looking at. But my bedroom, let's see if we can see that over there. Oh boy. So that's what I've been reorganizing. I want to explain some tips and tricks that I found. Look at this bread. So this, I had to let it rise. Man, yeast is an incredible thing. I had to let this rise until it was kind of like double in size, and now I'm going to put the oven on to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to cook it for like 30 minutes and see how it turns out. So I will report back and we will organize in between that time. Okay, so yesterday I kind of worked on the kids' room a little bit. If you'd like to see a tour of their room and how I organize everything, let me know in the comments. But now I'm basically trying to make the most use of our space. We have this like little walk-in closet in their room. I mean, my goal is always, I know this is gonna sound strange, so let me know if you're the same, but my goal is always to kind of use whatever storage is in our current space. I definitely don't want to be, the bathroom is really messy. I definitely don't want to be buying more furniture, and I actually, as a principle, don't really want to buy a lot of storage stuff in a new space. So we have this armoire thing here, and it was totally full before. Like totally full. This drawer needs to be done. And I've like slowly been emptying it to see if we can live without it, you know? So we have a walk-in closet, and we have two, like, I see walk-in closet is deceptive because it's a New York walk-in closet, so it's pretty small. So we have one which has my husband's stuff. He has the bigger one because he struggles to keep things tidy and he doesn't like tidying. So I gave him the bigger one because I thought that would be better for him to have a bit more space. And we're gonna try and put like everything that we need to, that's in that armoire, we're gonna try and put that there. We also have to consider like kids, and we don't want them to reach and all that kind of stuff. And then my closet, we have very tall ceilings. I put in that shelf over there so it's a little bit neat. And then gifts for people, my clothes, shoes, my backpack. Yeah, at the moment it's a disaster, but we're gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna try and sort all of this stuff out and take you guys along. The other tip that I have, while I try and close this mess for a second, is, you know, with this armoire that we have here, we've kind of like traipsed it from apartment to apartment, and I don't know, it's never really fit, but it's definitely useful, and it's well made and all that kind of stuff. But a tip that I have that my mom actually shared with me was, if you're not sure about whether to let go of something, if you're having a hard time letting go of something and you want to declutter, what you can do is try putting it away or living without it for a little bit and see how it feels. So for this, the goal is to empty it out, not do anything with it. Also, it's not very easy to move. It's a really nice piece of furniture. It's just, I don't know if it fits in our space, and I ultimately want to put a desk right there because we are now working from home so much more, and we need like a desk where you can close the door, the kids can't find you. I mean, they can, but you know what I mean. So that's really what motivated all of this. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can live without it, without the storage, if we can reallocate things to different places that makes them still accessible, and see how it goes. Like, I'm always trying to live with less, but then I do get attached to things that I have a really hard time letting go of there. Something else that I've learned as well, oh, there's my oven, I have to go put in the bread, is, you know, I find that with furniture, the functionality really, for me at least right now, maybe it's just my life right now with little kids, but the functionality really overrides the aesthetics, which is terrible. So like, I have some cheaper furniture that I don't really want, but it serves a very important purpose right now, so it would seem silly to get rid of it and buy a more expensive version. And then something like this, which is really nice and well made and, you know, higher end, like you know, it is functional for sure because it can store things, but it doesn't really fit in our space, so we always just like, ooh. But yeah, it's tough. Let me know if you've had furniture that you've had to let go of, or that works in one apartment and not another one, because this worked in our first apartment, but we've moved several times since then, so we just can't let it go because we feel like it's such a waste of money, you know what I mean? So some tips that I have found from organizing my house over and over and over again, which I think could be helpful if you are feeling super overwhelmed and you don't know where to begin. So, and even if you've done this multiple times, every time you organize something, it's probably different. There's different parameters involved. But what I would say is just start by sorting like with like. I would put art material, craft things, things to do projects all in one thing. I would put electronics and cables and stuff all in one thing. Even if you, books all in one place. Even if you feel like there's so many cables and you don't know what you're going to do with them. Like, that's what a project that we have to do, is as we get new electronics, and I definitely don't feel comfortable throwing it out, because what if you throw away that one cable that you really need and then you're in trouble? Especially if you share your house with your apartment or your living space with somebody and you throw away something of theirs or donate something of theirs, that's not a good solution. Probably done that. Always, you're going to find things that you just don't have a place for, or that you use once a year maybe. For example, we have ice packs, because, you know, occasionally people hurt themselves. But these random ice packs, I don't really want them, but I don't want to have to repurchase them if we needed them. So I've just found a little cloth bag that kind of looks pleasing. You know, I think I would know, oh yeah, I think we have ice packs somewhere, and I would be able to find them and put them in a logical place. So they're not super ugly looking kind of thing, and they keep them, there's two in here, keeps them together, stops them from kind of floating around. So a lot of the organization that I've done today is kind of just putting things like with like, and then the next phase would be to actually go through stuff. Like, we have books that we probably should declutter. We definitely have cables and electronic stuff that we need to sell because we've got new things, or we need to just kind of consolidate, because it's a huge mess that makes me anxious and annoyed. Clothes, I feel like, is always kind of ongoing. There's just never ending stuff. So those are some tips. You probably saw in the video that my ceilings are very high, and so I need step stools to get onto things. So kind of similar to if you would bake something or cook. You want to lay out all your ingredients before you start, and then it's so easy to kind of just put everything in, so you've chopped everything before. So what I have found is I have little step stools that I kind of have 2 or 3, but something that I can stand on. One of them is a kid's chair, so I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I have a step stool and then a little kid's chair, and I put them in the places where I'm going to be working in, so that I don't have to keep on like reaching for a chair, and it just wastes time. And I'm always usually organizing with a time limit. So it's really helpful to just have everything set up to go, because I get distracted, I move on to the next task, and it's nice to just be able to go up and like put things on the top and then back down again. Another tip that I have is always keeping kind of extra containers of different sizes on hand. So I have these crate boxes that I'm going to decide what to do with. I've used these for so many things, including as little flip them over little chairs for the kids. Here's where my plants are sitting right now because I've kind of, it's like a little side table that's nice and unobscure, or whatever you want to call it. I can change it around and it's not a big deal. Yeah, so I'm going to zip all of these up and pack these away, and then we have some containers to play around with, which is really helpful. Okay, Trouble has returned. Say hello. One thing that I found really helpful is to have hooks, especially if this is like the kids' little station that I've created. Although I think teaching kids early that we can use different solutions for keeping things organized is really helpful. These children! Oh my goodness, there's a jacket on the floor. There's a dog leash being used as a gate. I think that's what's happening right there. Look at this bread. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Just check it's okay, yeah. Oh wow. We're gonna have that for lunch. Maybe not all of it, but you know. So that was my ultimate little, not little so much, but my ultimate organization. I hope you took some good tips from there. I have had a lot of practice with organizing. It's like a favorite pastime of mine. And my husband probably hates that. I don't know. All right, you guys, before everybody starts melting down, myself included, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out my other ones. I will link some that I think you might like down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tune in for more videos. Say bye, Lulu.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, this bread looks like a cake. It's crazy.